trying to
And
find
did
this
you see
stupid
the
ass.
remix to
Huh?
Throat Babies?
No.
Did you see the remix to Throat Babies with the baby and
Uh,
Six Girls?
what city girls, city girls.
I said
I saw like a little snippet. I like to get my little social media snippet instead of
the whole thing. Me
a
too.
whole thing.
The baby said something like, I'm a gentleman. I'm gonna hold your hair while you do it." I'm like, "Oh,
Uh, thank you. I appreciate you. That was really good.
am I getting old or was that just too much?" Oh my goodness.
Well, dang, if you didn't know, then what did that make me? Because I know what he's talking about.
I clutched my pearls when I heard the first word Throat Babies in general, but
Yeah, because you were the one that introduced me to it, and I was like, let me go see what this is about. And I was like,
like they are just
are
they
you
have
really
no.
talking like this? I am a mother.
I'm telling you, like,
How dare you?
how dare you talk about our throat baby?
You do not expose us like that. What
You
is
do
wrong with
not.
you?
Like, let's not talk about it. We know the next time we take your throat babies.
That means hush hush. And you say
Hey,
nothing
if
about
I did
that.
that for you, if I swallowed your throat baby, like, not
You
bring that up ever. Like that never
right.
happened.
Not even in a song.
Right.
Okay, the whole world is gonna know. No, no.
Throat babies. Girl.
I mean, it's a good concept. I understand it.
The beat was dope. Throat baby. What? Did he just say throat babies?
He did. He actually
It
did.
was one of those songs. He was like in the car jamming,
It makes
and
me
all
feel
of a sudden,
uncomfortable because he's old enough to be or young enough to be my child, probably.
and you telling me these little girls doing this? Oh,
Girl, I don't even just see. That's the thing I don't want to think about. Like, really? Are you really doing
are you swallowing that young?
that? Why?
It makes you want to swallow. Oh.
I mean, that's you have to graduate to that.
I'm telling, like, that's something your husband.
There are stages to getting to
There's
that
levels
level.
to this shit.
You don't just automatically just
You
skip the
don't jump
line.
to level 10. Come on, Grace. Tell somebody. You don't jump to level
You
10.
don't. I
She
don't
ain't
know
getting
what
it
they're
at level 5.
thinking. It makes me cringe, and I'm in my 30s. Like,
We didn't did some things.
there's some things now, but
Hey, but if
not the
it's like,
little ones, not the babies.
baby, throw babies. He trying to give them to you.
I don't even want to think about it. I'm done. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Shit. So done with this goddamn conversation.
Throw.
I don't want to hear it.
Two dope girls, yeah, it's a podcast. Two dope girls, yeah, we speaking all facts. Two dope girls, yeah, we got it, just relax. Two dope girls, hit like, subscribe back. Two dope girls, and we on it, never slack. Two dope girls, and we got each other back. Two dope girls, and we coming for the cash.
Two dope girls, and we all about a bag.
That's it.
Dope
All
girls.
right.
The dope girls. All right.
Those are cute shades. Hey,
Thank you. Thank you. This
friends.
lighting,
Wait,
girl. It may be a little bit better.
there
Okay.
you go. Hey,
Hey, girl. How are you?
LaDonna. Good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Dope girl.
I'm
Dope,
making
the
it.
dope.
This week has like flown by.
What I tell you every week.
Right. January is like flying by.
It's almost over. It's the 23rd.
We are coming up to the anniversary of Kobe's death.
Oh, on the 26th, right?
And I
Mm.
just don't know how I feel about it. Like me and Sean went to Atlanta just like for a day trip, just to spend
Yeah.
time together. And I passed by this place. Me and Whitwit last year went to Atlanta, and we went to this place for brunch, and
Mm-hmm.
um, that's where we found out about Toby. Like it's just like was passing all of
Oh
us came up
no.
on all the televisions while we were there. So it put like a damper on the whole vibe. Like nobody in there even wanted to vibe anymore.
Look, I was never a really huge Kobe fan,
Girl,
but when I heard that happen, I
devastated.
was devastated.
Yeah.
I was like, man, and especially the fact that he went along with his daughter and then other young people and then other people.
It was devastating. I mean,
Yeah.
the fact that it was Kobe was one thing. He was just one of those people that was just supposed to grow old. You felt was
Yeah.
and see the next generation, especially see his daughter in the WNBA,
Mm.
like that.
Because he was training her. He
He
was
loved.
already blessed with a
She
whole bunch of
loved
girls.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he loved it. He finally had that one that just loved what he loved.
Embraced it like he embraced it.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't think that Gigi could have dealt with her father not being here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, girl, uh, it was. I think it set the tone for 2020.
It really did. And but even right before that, I think it was like the first case of COVID had happened right before that had happened, but it wasn't like it
But
wasn't
it wasn't here though. It was. It
it
was
was
like
here. It was here. The first case was here and I think it was like the second or third week in January, but it wasn't really like publicized because it wasn't big like that. But
mm,
then Kobe that's happened and then it was like overshadowed by that because it was like, okay, it's this virus, this flu, this whatever that's going on. And then
yeah,
Kobe happened. And then it's like that got overshadowed.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I just
But how we get on that? We talk about the week. We talk about the week.
you have to because he was such
I
a
know.
legendary part of my life because I played
You're a
basketball
basketball player.
and I grew up with Kobe.
Mhm.
So I watched him. I love the Lakers. I love
Yeah.
Kobe. So it was a big deal for me. And peace and love to his family.
Yeah, for sure. Because I can only imagine. I wouldn't even want to imagine that. I wouldn't even want to fathom that kind of loss in my life.
Right,
And then
right.
still having to take care of some young children who still don't really know their father in that aspect.
And
So
then his oldest does, and she's
yeah, and she just turned 18.
yeah, she's having to go through these big major moments in her life without her father. That's
Hmm.
big for her too. So you have Vanessa that's mourning, but then she doesn't get to mourn like she needs to because she still has three
To
other
be
beautiful
strong.
little girls.
Hmm.
So my prayers are to her and her family that she
Yeah,
continues to have positive people around her,
and
uplift
peace.
her, yes, and peace and strength
Hmm.
to continue on because she is loved. She is loved by me, and I don't even know her. She
Yeah,
don't even,
right. Because I
yeah,
be double clicking on everything. I'm like,
yeah,
I
like
just want to hug you.
a big virtual hug. But anyway,
Yes.
yes, R.I.P. Kobe. But
Yes.
yes, girl, we had some of everything this
But
week.
what
The
did you
best was
but
all
what
right.
did you do in Atlanta?
Well, okay, so I'm trying to see what else did I do this week. Eh, not
You went
much.
brunching because I saw you. You
Did I
went
go brunch?
brunching.
That's
You
it. Yes, I did.
brunch.
Last weekend.
You
I knew
did
it was
brunch.
something. I stopped my tracks. I stopped. So one of my friends, my best friend's birthday was this weekend.
Hmm.
It was Sunday. So we went to this place and brunched, and we were like the only people there. Super cute place in Bessemer. I think it was called 19th Street or something. Something. It was
Okay.
called, but it was super cute. It was another little party in there, but they were like away from us. So it was dope to just kind of be pretty much have the building to ourselves. And
Right.
we had the girl that was in there. She was singing, so it was a little live music. And the food was good. And then we went to Hush, which was still a really good vibe. Everybody was kind of in their own little you know, with their own little crew sitting down. It wasn't a whole bunch of people there. People weren't just like in people's face. So that
Right.
was good. That was a good look, you know.
Okay.
Then we went to Atlanta on Friday. Just a getaway, just a day trip. We went to a restaurant called C&S.
Okay.
Really good food.
Are they black owned?
Huh?
Are they black owned or no?
I was just about to say, I think
Okay.
they're black owned. I think they're black.
Okay.
I'm not for sure, but a guy passed by our table and asked how we were doing, how's everything, and I was like, "This is amazing, loved it. The food was good, the service was good, the ambiance was amazing.
What kind of food was it? Like just seafood or?
Seafood,
Okay.
food, oysters. The oysters were good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's our thing, our little
I love.
They had the Rockefeller girl. So yeah, it was good. And I asked him, I said, "Well, are you the owner?" He said something like that. And I was like, okay, he's black. Whether he was half owner or whatever.
Investor, whatever. That was
yeah,
good.
it was good. He was a black man. So I was digging that. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
And now you're back to life, back to reality.
We took the kids to Dave and Buster's. Now I'm, you know, doing one of my favorite things of the week. Podcasting with one of my favorite people.
Girl.
What was your week like?
Nothing. It's work. But what I did this weekend, because I told you I was going to work on some things for myself. So I made sure to take some time to focus on editing and focus on like my Photoshop and my video editing, because I'm going to start doing some little tutorials. So we're going to see how that goes. But I want to make sure I put it out. Here you go. Yay. I'm finally doing it.
Yes.
So, you know, me, I'm like, I'm a stickler for putting things out how I would like to receive them. So I'm not just going to put something out and it's not good. So
right.
I'm working on that.
Understood.
Yeah.
And I know it's going to be great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna learn everything so I can pass it along, so I can make it easier for other people, because man, I wish somebody made it easy for me, because it's hard. Editing is hard.
I'm not the type of person that has time to sit there, you know, like you were saying, you did some things for you, and I totally forgot that Tuesday I got my face beat down the way I did. And my hair,
I mean, she like Tyson, you like 1-2 uppercut.
Yeah, and my hair fried dyed, and I caught the Kirk effect. And my face
did a good job.
Like KP, yeah, I mean, love these people. KP Artistry, Tasha always does my face, did a great job. And I got some pictures done. And I'm starting a new venture, and it's exciting. The pictures look good. I'm gonna have to send you some.
Yes,
I'm excited to put them out and see what type of buzz, you know, happens. But it's we'll see.
You had a whole week and you just don't even remember it. That's how it just comes and goes. It just comes and goes.
I'm just thanking God for every door He's opening up, and every door He closed.
Because when He opened, I'm like peeking. I'm like, hey, oh, that's a good door. Hey.
I'm stepping in.
Yeah, it's like coming in. Hey y'all, what's up? Y'all know I'm supposed to be here. I'm here.
You got it. I had a good week. It sounds like you had a good week yesterday.
I did. It was just the regular smegular. I worked out a little bit. Like I could have. I really need to. It'd be so that bed be calling me. That bed just like, don't get up, don't go work out. But I still get up and go work out. But you know, other than that, just working out, trying to be the best me I can and do my job and live another day COVID free.
That's it.
That's all I can do.
We've been doing our thing lately, so we just thinking, you know, thank God that, you know, we've been COVID free.
We here.
Yeah.
So what you got for me? You want to do this game? What kind of game we got this week?
Girl, I told you I couldn't even name it. Like, I don't even know what to name it. But I guess what we're going to do is
names you call Bay.
Well, no, not names you call Bay. We'll do names kind of
Pet
a
names.
quick fire.
Okay, pet name quick
it's
fire.
No, it's just a quick fire. So the first question is, what are some names you'll call your significant other? And then we'll do that one. And then if you have one, and then I'll
Okay.
Yeah, another question, and then we quick fire with some of the answers.
Okay.
So we can start with the one with what was your name? What would be a pet name for your significant other?
Babe.
Are you ready? Oh, really? You just gonna take the first one?
Babe, yes. I'm gonna take the first one.
Okay, you ready? You said babe. Okay, babe.
Honey.
Turtle.
Love bug. You can't turtle. Love
Why
bug.
not? Michael B. Jordan.
Oh.
Call her Turtle.
Yeah, she does. What's the sip
Honey
something.
Bunches of Oaks.
No. Well, yeah.
I do.
You know what? That's so funny that I used to call my husband that, Honey Bunches.
Really?
I did. I call him all kinds of stupid shit.
I know.
Baby.
I know. Boo thing.
I don't know.
Take your drink, girl. Take your drink.
Okay, so let's do another question. Different sexual positions.
Ooh, doggy style.
Missionary.
What's the size?
Drink it. Oh well, when you say a doggy style missionary, anal, 69.
Oral.
That's not a position.
Oh, I said thick.
The position. And you did say anal. No, that's not a position. I'll just slide.
It's not a position. You're right. I don't know what they call from the side. I don't know. Do you know?
No.
Me either. Side, from the side. Lazy seat.
On the head. Break dancing.
I don't know what they call that, but I'm gonna call it from the side. You know, just scoot it up. That's that. Dang, he want to have sex. Let me scoot on back.
Oh Lord, just go ahead and just lift it up and just.
Yeah, you know.
Let me know when you over. Give me a towel. Just.
I hope at some point we get into it.
Maybe I might get the urge to hop in. With you. Yes.
If you tap the right wall.
You hit that right spot. I'm gonna go ahead and
you
okay.
might
put a
awaken
little umph into it.
You might awaken her. She might start to blossom like a flower.
Right.
I don't know any more sexual positions. What about you?
I don't know no more either. Not that I want to share.
Ooh. Okay. So name chicken wing flavors.
Lemon pepper. Wait, let me go first. Lemon pepper.
Mild.
Honey barbecue.
Barbecue.
Asian zing.
Honey mustard.
Chipotle style.
Chili.
Hot chili.
Mild lemon pepper.
Spicy lemon pepper. I don't know shit. You know, I don't eat chicken no more. I don't even know what the wing.
Buffalo.
Oh, Parmesan garlic. Ooh, that used to be my thing right there. Parmesan garlic. Ooh.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Buffalo Wild Wings, Parmesan garlic.
Sriracha. Is it sriracha?
Sriracha.
Sriracha. Sorry. Is it sriracha or sriracha?
It's sriracha.
That.
Garlic. I don't know. You already sipping anyway.
I know. Just for the fun of it. Yeah, I already knew it. No, I'm done.
I'm
That was a
done.
lot. We did pretty good with that one.
Because I'm like, wait, I haven't had wings in so long. Now you got me. Look, I'm a confess something. I do look on my explore page every single day
For food.
at the food that I can't eat, like the wings. I look at the burrito tacos. I look at everything I can't eat, and I'm just like, that looks so good, and it just satisfies me.
That's amazing that it satisfies you because I would probably have to at least indulge maybe once.
Well, I'll look at like the fries and stuff because I do have like a whole bunch of French fries on my Explore page. So like people doing French fries because I'm a French fry fanatic. So I look at that and then I'm like, I have my French fries. So I just have like my Chick-fil-A French fries my baby got for me.
I had some today.
I love French fries. I can't help it.
I do too. I'm in love with a potato. Trying to take it from it.
I don't care how it's cooked. It could be scalloped, fried, mashed,
Anything.
anything.
Or
However you
hell,
want to give it to me.
anything.
Just give it to me. Baked,
Anything. Just
russet.
air fryer. Anything.
Love me
I,
a potato.
yes. Do you have another one?
I don't have another one, but you look, we that was a good game.
It was.
We're gonna get off of that for a little bit, but we're gonna get into like a little. We'll start it off a little somber,
Okay.
just a little somber. We're gonna R.I.P. to two people,
Yep.
Mr. Henry Hank Aaron.
Yes, ma'am.
He was a baseball legend, and I don't get into baseball. I don't like watching baseball on TV, but
Mm-hmm.
baseball is very enjoyable when you watch it in
And
person, actually.
yes.
My brothers used to play park ball, so I used to always be there, and I love watching them play park ball. I used to go to the Baron games here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Hank Aaron, he was a legend. He died at the age of what, 86?
86. Uh-huh. He's from Mobile, Alabama. So
Yeah.
he is definitely a legend for Alabama. Not necessarily just Alabama, but black people, because you gotta think
Right.
I think he was one of the last Negro from the last person, the last black from the Negro League to go into the major league.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
And he
he
broke so many people's records, and
did.
it's so crazy because I was watching ESPN this morning because
Mhm.
it's always on all of our TVs. So
Right.
when I turned it on and the commentators were talking about him and they were talking about how he broke so many racial barrier lines
Hmm.
by his record setting. And at first, he grew up in the Jim Crow era. So you have to understand like what he has gone through as a black individual in that era. People like sending him death threats because they did not want him to surpass Babe Ruth or any other white player. And I'm just like, dang, his story. I could
Hmm.
only imagine his story.
Right.
Yeah.
The type of perseverance that they had back in the day, I just don't know that I could endure the things that they endured for. And that's one reason I don't understand why some people don't vote. Some people don't take um their voice seriously.
Right.
Like we people went through too much for us to just have a voice. You know what I mean? And we do, so you use it. But
And that's why when not to cut you off, but when like Boosie registered to vote or when he voted in this election,
oh,
and I'm not even a fan of Boosie, but I was just like, that speaks volumes.
it does.
It
It does.
speaks volumes because when you understand the power of your vote and
Mhm.
you really get out there and you understand that that one vote could really make a difference. And I know we're getting off on a tangent because we were talking about Hank Aaron, but
Uh,
at the same time, it's like that really does matter.
It does matter. Like, I mean, the fact that he understands coming from where he came from
Hmm.
and the type of person Bootsy is now, of course, to understand the importance of needing his one vote and
Mm-hmm.
how his one vote mattered. That's everything. But we can get back to Hank.
Yeah.
Henry Lewis.
Yes.
Yes, he is forever
Is a
going
legend.
to be a legend in homes all over the world, especially in our home. There's someone my husband really loved, like he idolized.
Really.
He played baseball through college at Miles, so he loved baseball. So when Hank died, that was something he kind of confided in me. He's like, man, Hank passed. Like,
Yeah.
dang, there was somebody I grew up like, not necessarily grew up, but once he got into the sport, if
He
of course,
understood who he was.
yeah, it's somebody that
Yeah.
he looked up to. So, yeah, he was
But
definitely
he
some
did live a long life. So, I mean, I would
had a
say,
beautiful family.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's not something that I would think that would be unexpected because he was an older gentleman. So you never know when you're gonna go. Tomorrow is not promised to any of us.
Mhm.
So the fact that he lived 86 years, I think that's a blessing
It
within
is.
itself.
It is. Who
And
else
then we
passed?
Larry King.
Larry King, girl.
Yeah, I would say he's like the king of radio. I think he's the original podcast king, right?
Yes.
I
Like,
think Larry King was the original podcast king, and he died at the age of 87. He was 87, so he lived a long life as well. And I'm not too familiar with Larry King. I know a lot of people adored him. I know he made his impression in radio and in broadcast. So
very witty.
yes. And he was on Larry King Live for I think for about 25 years.
Yes.
Larry King Live for 25 years. So what is he known for? Like the suspenders and is it
Yes.
like, does he wear a bow tie?
I don't think he wore a bow tie.
Okay, so it was just the suspenders.
And he had this little lean. He leaned over like, yeah. I like
So
Larry.
yeah, so condolences to Hank Aaron and his family and Larry King and his family.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But
What? Wait.
and I'm so happy we out this 4 year hell, y'all. We out this four
Girl.
year hell. Fix them glasses right. Fix them glasses right. Come on.
Listen, sis. Did you see the military band playing Hit the Road?
Hit the road, Jack. And don't you
I
come back.
said the
No.
shade of it all. The shade of it all.
But the fact that this man he left, he didn't even want to concede in a proper way.
The proper way.
And you know what, as much as Mike Pence has not been a fan of, or I've not been a fan of his, I can respect the fact that he still respected tradition
Mm-hmm.
and made sure that he was present at the inauguration
Yeah.
of the president-elect and
I
Madam
mean,
Vice
he's kind
President.
of been showing his better side the last month.
Yeah, I mean, but 4 years and you want to show up like the
Better late
last
than
month
never.
or so. No, I get it. I understand. And I get a lot of people. I think that like it's like like a pimple coming to a head. It's like you want to pop it
Mhm.
and everything is just popped and everybody's just like, like fuck
You
him.
might as well just throw him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do respect him and I do respect the fact that he did show face, him and his wife. And I was just, did you watch the inauguration?
I did. I had to go back and watch clips and things because I had an appointment during the inauguration.
Oh,
It sucked, but
it was
it
such
was
a beautiful moment. First of
yeah. I
all,
mean,
when the Obamas came out.
I mean, like that daggone burgundy Michelle had on. I don't know who. I don't know who touched her
It was
hair.
a black designer and it was a black girl who does her hair. And she's been doing her hair, I think, for the past 10 years.
Well,
She's a
baby,
DC based stylist.
just did that. I mean, it was flowing. It was flawless. She was flawless
It
from
was
head
bouncing and
to
behaving. I
toe.
heard a lot of people say.
Yes, it was. It was because
Yes.
when you have a weave, sometimes it don't bounce and sometimes it do
And then
not behave.
sometimes you could see that track when the wind blow a little
Babe,
wrong
it was
way.
bouncing and behaving. You hear me? She must have a U-part wig.
That's what it is.
That's what it was.
That's what it
Yeah,
was.
it was put together.
I
She looked beautiful.
ugh. When
She,
they
of
came
course,
down, and first of all, I love the fact that he was always holding her hand. That's the one thing I was paying attention to. I was like, when these women come down the stairs, which one of their spouses are holding their hand?
mhm,
That means something.
it does. It
It
does.
does.
I really like Kamala and her husband. Like they just seem like they have fun together. He's such a
Hmm.
fun spirit, and I think she's going to need that on this journey.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, yes,
and they
yes.
just seem like they just kind of can play together, and he's just her uplifter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
like.
love them. But what I did love also
Mhm.
was the fashion.
Baby,
So
Dr. Jill
we
didn't play either. Dr. Jill,
first of all, okay, we
he never
started
played.
with we started with Michelle. Michelle was fine, fine. Okay.
Fine, fine, fine.
Michelle was fine, fine. Then Jill came down. I was
Dr.
like, okay,
Jill
Jill. Dr. Jill. Let's
came
get
down.
it right. Let's
She,
give her accolades. Dr.
she
Jill
always,
Biden.
she always be flying.
Yes, but the grandchildren, I love their monochromatic look. I loved it. I love the all white on the other one. I love the all tan, and I love the one who had the all pink, but she still had white and tan, like the other two behind her. I was like,
They were put together.
man,
Put together.
they were so flawless.
They were.
And of course, Madam President, Madam Vice President
Mhm.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala was. She was definitely in her essence. I
Yes.
can't wait to see her blossom though.
But I've never seen her in anything but a pantsuit up until inauguration.
That's what I'm telling you. It's coming.
Yes.
Michelle, it seemed like right after the inauguration, she
When they
started
did that little
blossom. We're gonna
mhm.
start to see a couple of tracks and
Michelle was just like, look, just gradually put it in, okay? Just don't make a drastic move. Just
right,
gradually work it in.
right, right. No, she looks beautiful. She's
She
gonna
did.
uphold this position with so much grace,
She
and I'm
did.
just so excited to see somebody that looks like me in the White
Yes.
House. Like you can't get no better. You
You
cannot
can't get
get
any
better.
better. I love just watching it, and I love just seeing how, like, just her demeanor when she put her
Mhm.
hand on the Bible and her husband was holding it, and she was
She is
just like,
so put together and graceful.
yes,
Not.
yes.
She is, a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. So I expect none less. But
Yes.
she is. I mean, just to watch her, you are almost in awe because she's very graceful. Very
Yes, she
graceful.
definitely is. I enjoyed every bit of the inauguration. I love Lady Gaga. I
Yeah.
love her little big ass bird. I don't care how many people are talking about her little big ass bird. I loved it. She just
If Lady
looks so
Gaga did not
cute.
come with that bird, we would have thought something was wrong. So Lady Gaga is okay with the bird.
She came as if Lady Gaga would have come to any other event. She
Anything.
showed up, she showed out, and she sang really well.
Yeah, I don't know about J Lo,
No, she didn't do it.
but,
She didn't do
but
it for me.
she looked great.
She looked amazing, but that rendition,
Mm-mm.
it didn't do it for me.
Yeah, but hey, she looked great. That's you can't say that. Can never say that J Lo does not look great.
She
Girl, did
looked
you see those?
amazing.
Did you see those memes of Bernie Sanders? First
Come on
of
now.
all,
How can I not?
why he came to the inauguration looking like he had a to-do list and he was like this was like one of the checks off the to-do list. Like I'm
Bernie
like,
said, I'm
where
here
you
so I don't
going?
get fired, so I don't get fined. I'm here.
Right, I'm just here so I don't get like what was in the folder? Like what was in the folder? Who did he give the folder to?
Bernie was chilling, but you know
Bernie
what?
was
I respect Bernie hustle because Bernie said, y'all want to make these memes? I'm gonna make this money off of this meme. I'm gonna put that on a sweater. Sold out. There you go.
girl, listen, I'm here for Bernie at all times. I love me some
Love
Bernie. He's
Bernie. I
a
do
little
love
old.
Bernie.
I felt like he was just a little old for the White House, but he was I definitely felt like he was an advocate for us.
I do, and I still feel like he's always has been, have been, and always will be. So
Yeah,
I don't his presence, although it was a little joke or whatever, but his presence is definitely
appreciate it.
appreciated because he has always been an advocate for
Mhm.
us. So
Yeah, yeah. So he can sit in any little folding chair with his legs crossed. All he
that
wants.
man old enough, he deserved the right.
Yes,
He is just like,
yes.
what y'all want to
Hold
do?
up. Did you see them catch Bill Clinton sleep? Where y'all get these old men from?
First of all, it's early in the morning. It was
It's nap
nap
time.
time.
Oh, it is
It's a
nap
nap time.
time. They was tired, Grace. Dang.
It's cold. You got me out here in the cold. He probably took a shot before he went out there. So he's sleepy already.
Girl, he had that church sleep, that church lean. I said, Bill, wake up.
Wake up.
You gonna miss it.
Hillary should have nudged his ass or something.
During the memes of Bush, baby, Bush gonna find
He
him.
gonna find him some Michelle. He love him some Michelle.
He love him some Michelle.
Look, can you blame him though? Can you blame him?
I cannot. But it's funny how any picture that you find of them talking, like
He gonna find
Bush
her.
wife and Barack, they're not even paying them any attention.
They
Like,
already
so
know
over
they
it.
already know what the romance
Yeah.
is. It
They
ain't even
already
like
over
it's
it.
not even like an inappropriate romance. It's just like such a relationship that
Yeah, it's just like baby, he would be like, you know how you at the movie theater and then you have to like scooch over to get
right.
so like you at the movie theater, you trying to find a seat. It's a seat right here on the end open, but Michelle got a seat right by her in
He
the
gonna sit
middle.
right there. He love him some Michelle. I can't blame him. We all love Michelle.
We do.
We
Gonna have to.
do.
I guess we're gonna have to get in line. Because I was about to say he gonna have to get in line, but maybe we got to get in line.
So
But
good.
and then just to get serious about the inauguration. Oh my God, Amanda Gorman. Oh my goodness, I have never heard. Have you heard of her before?
I've never heard of her, but the way
God.
she eloquently spoke her poem, the way she
Yes.
moved her body, her hands to just incorporate her point. I loved it.
Yes.
I loved it.
But there is light of only we are brave enough to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, she was.
You got to be a real one to understand that one.
She was
She was eloquent. She was amazing. She was what I think everybody needed to hear at that moment.
At that moment.
And she spoke it so well. So kudos to her.
Kudos to her.
Yes. Yeah. She is a rising star.
I was just about to say, like, I pray that this moment takes her to the stars.
Well, when I saw who she was, I go, IG stalking. So I mean, but she's already been up there. But this I know is gonna catapult her into something else that is gonna take her great places for sure.
Absolutely. Girl, Keisha Cole
and Ashanti.
We've been waiting on this verses for what, 2 months?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
What we was waiting on? What were we waiting on? Because
Ashanti had COVID. Remember, Ashanti had COVID.
But this verse was whack. In my opinion.
I'm not even gonna lie. I did not even watch the verses. I didn't think it was gonna be worth the watch, so I didn't even watch it. I was like, I'll catch the highlights.
I couldn't stay on it. It was boring. It was Keisha Cole was such a diva. Really? Like Ashanti was like, who are you talking to, chick? Who?
What she do?
Kept talking. What you talking about and who you talking to?
She's trying to make sure she get her mic right.
Girl, that mic was right.
But I heard they were late though.
They were late. Ashanti's shorts was tight.
Were they
Keisha Cole was a diva. It was just too much for my thoughts.
were they later than like Jeezy and Gucci? That was worth the wait though, because they made you wait for a long time.
Well worth the wait.
Yes.
Well.
But Ashanti and and Keisha, no.
No, ma'am.
What was it like? Like, what was the atmosphere like?
I didn't watch it that long, but it was boring.
That's the consensus that I got, that it was boring.
It was boring. I hate that we talked it up as such as we thought
did.
It would be an awesome, verses.
But I did see that Keisha Cole bought, was it OT Genesis out to one of her songs? But
really?
was it? Yeah, but I saw it on Shade Room. But did he not like come at her, talk about her pussy was stank and her talking about her mother and like how she was on drugs and stuff? Do you not remember that?
No.
Yes.
Hey, what happened?
Like, I don't even know how he like dogged her out the blue, but he was talking about how her vagina like had an odor, and I was like, yeah. And her sister actually had put like a little video out. Keisha Cole's sister, her youngest sister.
Well, this had to be a minute ago, right?
This was like some months ago. This was some months ago that he did this. I don't even know how it happened. I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know how it happened. But she bought him out, and I was like, "Damn!" When I saw that clip, I was like, "I would have never done that if someone talked about me or my family member in the way that he did." But to each his own. But she bought him out.
But it must be good. I already said you can get some dick sometimes, and it touch your soul, and it'll make you F up your hair.
Them hotels. I love Jasmine. I love Jasmine, y'all. I know we just did a little switch, but
she was worth it. It was worth the switch.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that project.
It expresses her stories. Like,
Jasmine is a complete storyteller since the beginning of her album, since I Bust the Windows Out Your Car.
Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill was a storyteller like that.
See, I can't even say that because I think Jasmine has had more albums than Lauryn has. So it was like I'm saying
as far as being a lyrical storyteller, being able to tell stories through her music. I definitely feel like, and I love Lauryn Hill, so I listen.
See, I'm not a big Lauryn Hill fan. I'm a fan of the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, but I'm not a fan of just Lauryn Hill herself. But well, I like the Fugees, but I don't know. She just didn't put out much for me to just be like a fan of hers, like I am of Jasmine. I love Jasmine. She tells a story with like every single album, and I love the way she expresses how women feel in like different stages of their lives. I love it.
Yeah.
What's your most favorite song on that album, Hotels?
Oh my God. Everything. I think it's our Lennox song. It's just
On It.
I hear the song.
It's called On It.
Yes. Every time I hear the song, I just be in awe.
Really?
I be wanting to hear the lyrics more than just the song itself. You know what I mean?
She wants you to sit on it. I mean, she want to sit on it, and she wants you to spit on it.
She did. She said that, but that probably was one of my favorite songs. What was one of yours?
I like Girl Like Me with Her because I love her.
Yeah, I do love that one.
Yeah. And I like The Other Side. I love the song The Other Side because it reminds me of another song that she had on one of her albums. It was just like, it's so descriptive, and she tells a story in a way that like it kind of reminds me of Mascara, her other song, Mascara, because she tells a story about like just how like I'm about to just be this woman. I'm about to be on my fitness. I'm not about to leave my house without my makeup on, or I'm not about to be with a man who's not going to have money and who's not going to take care of me. So I like how she tells these like descriptive stories of kind of like how women, what women want, but I think it's a little deeper than that, than what they
Your
actually
feelings
want.
will be in as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my
Yeah.
favorites too. But we can't talk about her album and not talk about how good she looks. She looks happy and
Yes. I
okay.
think she did a plant-based diet because her mom was sick. So I think her
Mm,
mom was going through that journey where she was changing her diet. So she
uh,
changed her diet with her mom. So that's
oh,
how she lost like a lot of weight. And I'm not going to even say a lot because she really wasn't heavy.
was it?
Right, but
Looks
she did
great.
make a drastic a change in her appearance, and I love the way she looks. If she's
Yes,
happy, I'm happy.
that's it. That's
Yeah.
it. That has nothing to do with the type of music she puts out. She is amazing. She definitely, you can tell she definitely takes her time with her project,
Yes, she
and
does.
I appreciate that.
Oh, I'll be
I
doing
can
on runs with
appreciate.
her. I'll be like,
You hear me? Like I literally every time she put out a run and it goes viral, I'm literally trying
yes,
to do the run.
I
And
love her.
I can get some of them, but it takes work. I'm telling you, it's not the first time like her.
I can get none of them, but I could care less because I feel the emotion. I feel the emotion behind it. That's all
I
that
love me,
matters.
I love me some Jasmine Sullivan. So when Jasmine comes and does a concert that's close to us, we have to go.
We do.
Yeah.
Because I absolutely want to. That's another person because her was another big person that I really wanted to see in concert. And I've seen her at least 3 times in concert.
Mhm.
Love it. Jasmine is another person that I want to see live in person because I know when she sings, it's going to sound exactly like the record. I just know it.
Is it? Yep, yep. But hotels, everything. Keisha
Yes.
Cole and Ashanti was not everything.
Boo.
So we can get off of that. Those were the only hot topics I think we had this
Yeah.
week.
It was a
So
lot
that
going on with this
it
inauguration
was,
and everything,
yeah,
but I just wanted to kind of compress it because whew, it was a lot. It was
it
ups,
was.
it was
I mean,
downs, it was
it was a great week. It was a
it was a
Trump
great week.
left Biden
Who?
and
I don't know who that is. That is a memory. That is in the past, girl.
he's a
I don't even want to hear that name, Jesus.
yeah,
Lord, I don't want to
he
hear
is
it.
gone. Thank you, Jesus.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you. So yeah, we're gonna buy Felicia him.
Hit the
Hopefully we never have
road,
to talk
Jack.
about him ever again, other than maybe going to jail for things that he's done. And if that doesn't happen, hopefully we just never have to talk about him. But
Just never,
y'all might
ever.
be getting y'all stimmies. That's
Well,
what I
I
heard.
just just give me a little two.
That's what I heard. I heard he over there got his little executive pen,
he
signing his
he had a lot of
little order.
pen.
And y'all gonna get y'all stimmies. That's just what I heard.
Well, I want mine, and I want somebody to do and give me a little extra.
Yes, that's what I need. I need all 2,000.
Well, you know what? I don't even care about that. Like I said before, erase my student loans, and I'm
And what?
good. I don't even care about no
Oh
stimulus.
my,
2,000 what? I don't care about that.
oh my God. Please erase my
Erase them all.
student loans and
Mm-mm.
give me the stimulus check.
Mm.
Because guess what? The 600, the 2,000, any of it was
That was
I
some
would.
good money.
But I mean, to be honest with you, personally, that's not something I need. But you got some people out here that are in need,
Desperate need of it.
desperate need, and I can't speak for everybody. And I still have a job. My
Yes.
bills are still paid. My lights are still on. We're good. We're eating over
We are
here.
blessed. We are
We are
fortunate. We are
blessed.
absolutely
But we have
fortunate.
some people that are struggling,
Hmm.
and they need some help. And we are in a country that has, that's what they
An
preach.
abundance of wealth and
That's
resources.
what they preach.
That's what they say.
Like, come on, we need y'all
Yeah.
to keep y'all word.
Yeah, and if you do know someone in need, I mean, it takes nothing just to reach out and say, "Hey, what do you need?"
What do you need? Exactly. Exactly.
Because and if someone asks you if you need something, then don't be too prideful and say, "No, I don't need," when you actually do need.
Yep. Yep.
It's
And it's,
okay.
it's some grants out here for small businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we can get someone on that can talk about these grants.
Right.
There is money out here, y'all.
There is.
We are just not educated on it. But I'm telling you, once I find it, I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
educate my people. I'm going to educate my listeners on how we can do better and be better for ourselves and our families.
Right. Yes, absolutely. Because we definitely want to let other people know that
Right.
because it's important shit. I want to know. Tell me
Right.
something.
But girl, we have this topic. I thought was going to be not necessarily a fun topic, but it's one of those topics that are, it's very
It's like,
taboo.
do I really want to talk about this?
Yeah, whew, the topic is privacy versus transparency in relationships,
In
in whatever
relationships.
relationship you have, maybe it be a friendship, a marital relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You're just in the stages of being boyfriend and girlfriend, just become exclusive, or girlfriend and girlfriend, or boyfriend and boyfriend, whatever relationship you're in. I think every couple or every friendship has dealt with privacy versus transparency.
So what does that mean to you?
Privacy can be something good, and I think the bad part of privacy is not, to me, it's not privacy, it's secrets. You
Okay,
know,
so I mean, privacy and secrecy is a
it's not
little
the same
different
thing. Yeah,
because,
that's what I'm saying. I feel like
yeah,
it's a little different. Privacy, I think everybody is entitled to privacy, right?
yeah, I
Like,
think that's something you just give to someone out of respect for their
right,
space and
right.
their time or whatever the case is.
But privacy is not there to harm the other person.
No, but
Yeah,
secrecy can
but
be.
secrecy can be
Yeah,
there to harm. Secrecy can be a breach in trust within any relationship.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like we if we're going by, I guess, relationships, marital relationships, we can
Hmm.
start there. You have financial secrets. You have
Okay.
secrets that can be kept within the parents that deal with the children.
So when you say financial secrets, are you just like, oh, I'm going to buy these $200 pair of shoes and I'm not going to say anything? Or are you talking about I have a $20,000 in debt that I'm not telling you about?
Both.
Okay. It
Yeah,
runs the gamut.
it can become a problem. It can be where, I got a credit card and they don't know anything about it, or I'm buying, a lot of us, on when we were started to be quarantined, we were killing Amazon, hiding packages. I'm just saying,
Guilty. That's me.
guilty as charged. Hiding packages. You just never know. Having secret accounts that the
Yeah.
spouse doesn't know about. Like, how do you feel about that as a woman? How do you feel about having an account that's just for you? Do you think that's secret, or do you think that's privacy?
I think it's both. I think I think everybody on both ends should have something to kind of like a little safety net.
But should your spouse or should your significant other know about that safety net?
Hmm. You know what? That's a good question because honestly,
Okay.
I would volunteer the information and I would ask about the information too. I've asked and I would ask. I would be like, "Hey, so do you have any other accounts? Like what's going on? Do you have anything else in there? Like do we have like some cushion? What's going on?"
Right, right,
What
right. So
about you? Like would you ask that? I mean, or do you think it's taboo to like even have that.
Absolutely not. Like
Yeah.
I definitely would ask.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, if I ask Grace and then he says yes, then what? You know what I'm saying? Like, do I ask for financial records? Do I ask for
I
well,
wouldn't think that, because I think at that point, if he's bold enough, or not even say bold enough, but if he's honest enough to say yes, I think he would be honest enough to say, okay, well, I have like $7,000 here, and then it's not for any of us to use, so don't ask me for it.
but what if he says it's not for you to use, it's for me, this is my money, I save. So as women, should we start thinking about having that outside
But
account?
okay, so I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, because just like you say, if we ask them, what, you know, is it just yours? If I'm
Mhm.
doing it, is it just mine? Or is
Yeah.
it for us? Or is it for us on a rainy day? Honestly, it's both. In my instance, it's both. Like if
Right.
I have it, that means if we really need it, if we are in dire need, then yes, I'm going to tap into it, and I would hope you would do the same, which I know he would do the same.
Right. Right.
But at the end of the
But you
day, yeah, it's still something that I accumulated, and it's for me. It's for me, and I don't think that he would just want to be like, "Well, I know you have it, so I'm gonna ask for it," because I don't, he wouldn't do that.
but see,
Because,
if shit get shitty,
but we
then
have a joint account, so it's
we
shit
do.
get shitty. So it's like we do have like a joint account. We have our
And
separate, and then we have our separate separate.
I'm not talking about as far as within, like, just say if bills get behind or something. I'm not saying
No, yeah, 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 I know.
saying if the
You need
relationship
some bail
goes
or something.
south, if the relationship goes south and you guys decide to split, now is my money still becoming your money? You see what I'm saying? Like,
I think you just have to know the person who you're with. And for me, in my instance, I don't think he would do that. I don't, he's just not the type of person. I think he would honor my, not even, it's not even a privacy thing. It's the transparency that I let you know that I have this. But
mhm.
if you feel like you want to detach from this relationship and you want to take that with you, go ahead and take that with you. Take whatever you want with you, and then we'll just be done. I feel like that's what he would do. He would not want anything that I accumulated on my own merit.
Mhm.
But would,
But I mean, I think after a relationship has developed for so long, right?
mhm.
Finances is one of those things, like, I guess it's right up there with like cheating or whatever, that can cause a relationship to go south.
Mhm.
So I feel personally that transparency is probably going to be the best option, even though, you've always heard, like, look, you need to have something for a rainy day. Like,
Right.
if he decides to up and leave and you got these kids and he decides to take everything out the joint account because his name is on it and he can do that, then what are you going to have? You know what I mean? Even though we don't want to look at these, we don't want to go into our marriage like, I need to have a rainy day. What if?
Right.
I don't want to be thinking what if, but shit, what if? Like,
Honestly, I think it's if a man really does that to a woman, he is.
men do it all the time.
I just don't understand what kind of man that is, that will really take from
They,
a woman
I'm telling you,
in the most vulnerable time of, like, in the relationship. Why would you do that?
because men are petty, just like women. Women are petty too. Now
Women are
we
petty,
petty,
yeah.
but we don't think. I guess people don't think men would be petty, but they are really, when their heart is broken or when things are not going the way that they think they should go, then
Hmm.
they can be petty. And that's why it's almost like, when I hear a woman say, "Look, I got a rainy day fund," he don't know nothing about it. I don't touch it. I just kind of, $5 or $10 every check, $20
Hmm.
every check, throw it over there just to make sure that if I ever need it in a day, I will have it.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody should have like a little rainy day fund because you never know when shit is going to hit the fan.
Yeah, it's just
And
the problem of the transparency. Whether you're going to let him know of that rainy day fund, or is it like my little secret?
would you be upset if your husband had a rainy day fund and he didn't tell you?
In my situation, no.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, my household is taken care of.
Okay.
I do, I'm taken care of. So
Yeah.
I guess if he had long as I didn't find out he was using this rainy day fund on another bitch, then we
Yeah.
would have an issue.
Then he got
But
a 1-2 uppercut.
right. But if it was just, something he felt like he wanted to do for himself, then I can understand it. As long
Yeah.
as we're taken care of, I wouldn't be mad. No.
I'm the same way because I just know my husband is going to always take care of me and the household before he takes care of anything else. So
Right.
if he does, I mean, I know he has a separate account aside from our joint account and aside from his regular account. Like
Mhm.
we've talked about this before. So it's like it's nothing new to me. So it doesn't really like we have that transparency where we talk about that. And I don't even have to ask what he has in there
Mhm.
because I know if I did ask, he would tell me, but I don't even have to ask.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So who pays the bills in your household?
For the most part, he does.
I'm saying when I say pay the bills, like actually put.
Oh, well, I make sure that they're taken care of. I make sure that the mortgage is taken care of. Well, I only make sure that the mortgage is taken care of. He takes care of everything else, but I
Okay.
make sure that the mortgage is transferred every month.
Good.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah. Because
Because they're
I
not
would,
good at that.
huh?
I don't, well, yeah, he's good at it, but I don't know if they're like really on top of it like they should be.
Yeah. I think they procrastinate a little bit. My thing is, I be feeling like when our check hits, like bills and ties need to come out first. You
Yeah.
know, And sometimes I know my husband kind of will wait till the due date or gets close to, and he has like a little set and like he'll just kind of pay them like that. But he pretty
Mm-mm.
much pays the bill. So I don't, and I
So you
trust
don't take
him to
care
do
of it
that.
at all?
Not really. No, I have certain bills
Really?
that kind of was not mistakenly thrown in my name, but like I was the only one when we moved into our new home. I was the only one available because I was out for maternity leave that could go get the water turned on. So now the
Mhm.
water's in my, stuff like that. But no, girl, I'm a kept woman. I thank God for it.
No, if the one thing I need to make sure is paid for is the mortgage, I make sure that I get on there every month and make sure I pay for the mortgage.
Yeah, I mean, what I do is because he works a lot and
Hmm.
he absent-minded just like any person. I will go and look on the account and make sure certain things are coming out when they're supposed to come
So
out.
if they're not, you're gonna text him and tell him to take
Yeah,
care of it.
yeah.
You're not gonna take care of it.
No, I mean, he does a great job. It's just, it's like what works for, your family. Like
Yeah,
accounts don't work for everybody.
they don't.
I know a lot of couples that are still dealing with two totally different accounts. Like they don't know what's like the woman don't know what's in his account and he don't know what's in her account.
Is that a bad thing?
I couldn't do it. It wouldn't be my
Really?
nope.
What?
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Why? You know, you want to see like what he spent his money on?
No, I don't care what he spent his money on, but I want to know what he bringing in. If I don't know what your account look like, I
Just
don't know
ask
what
to
your
see it.
paycheck look like, but he should want to show me that. Like that's the era I came
I
from.
don't
My
want to show
dad
my
brought me
husband my well, yeah, you see your parents have been married for 40 years. So that's and they're from a completely different era than we are. So you
and
have
then
those
she
old
was
school
married
values that they,
for 40
yeah.
years
So
as well.
right, because you've seen that. You've seen your dad come home, show your mom. I ain't never seen that. I don't want to see that.
Okay.
If I want to
Yeah,
see it, I'm gonna ask. If I ask, you're gonna show. I'm gonna just be like, how much you make a year? And you tell me, I'm like, okay, I don't care. As long as my bills are paid, as long as my insurance is paid up, as long as the mortgage is paid, lights, gas, whatever, I'm good.
Exactly. But finances can be definitely tricky as far as you know, that secrecy part of it, because
So you're transparent about your finances because you have because y'all are joint.
I've had to learn to be transparent because I was a little secretive. I got married at 23 years old. You know what I mean? So I didn't know, like, I'm still I'm not spoiled. I wasn't spoiled.
Wait, what, huh? You know what?
I wasn't spoiled, but I didn't, I came from a great family, and my parents take care of me. Now I worked, I went to school, I played ball, I did the things I was supposed
But you were the baby too, right?
But I was the baby.
Okay, I know what it's like being a baby. You were spoiled.
So when I came out of school, I didn't know how to really deal with money for real. So I would make moves and wouldn't say anything to Sean. And that's something that we had to grow from. It's just certain things in marriage you're going to have to, take a L.
Yeah. So what things do you feel like should be private?
Oh.
As opposed to being transparent with your partner about?
As far as just in general?
Yeah, in your relationship.
Oh, man. Sex is one. I know we are a little transparent on here.
Yeah.
But something I'm still learning, which is when you're going through something, I see it too.
I know, I see it. I'm like, get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, when you're going through, like, if we were going through something, kind of keeping that within me and him, within us, and kind of confided in friends.
But even between you two, like, what do you feel like you should keep private from him and you, or should things be kept private?
I think you should have some sense of privacy.
Yes.
For me, social media should be some sense of privacy.
Why you say that?
Detrimental to some couples.
Okay.
Because it's my freaking social media. Like, it's my computer, it's my phone, it's mine. Like, I should be able to, I know we're coming into a situation where we are not just us anymore, or we're not just me, it's us. But some things I should be able to go into the bathroom and close the door. I don't have that anymore. You know what I mean? There's no privacy.
There is no privacy in that, for sure.
But one thing I cannot stand is the phone.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So there should be privacy, and you should not have to ask to look at my personal things.
Thank you. You said there should be privacy, Grace, but there should not be secrets. When there starts to be secrets,
flip the phone down.
Right.
Now, granted, I do flip my phone down only because at night when it goes off, if I don't have my do not disturb on, then I don't want to see that light. So my phone is going to be flipped down. Not because I'm being secretive, but
no, if it's a passcode on your phone and I don't know it, and every time I look
do you
at
know
you
your
or
husband's passcode?
Yes.
You do?
Yes, recently.
Okay. So I am going to say I used to, but I don't know his, and I don't really care to.
Yeah.
And he don't know mine, and
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't care to either. Only time I would want to is if there has been a breach in my trust. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I have any type of indication that you are being untrustworthy or you've been unloyal or anything like that, like on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the only reason I would want to know who you talking to, why you
Right.
talking, what you doing on your phone,
Yeah.
who DMing you, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
what,
that makes sense though, because if you have trust issues, you do want to make sure that you are transparent and letting your partner know certain things about you.
right. So
Because if I don't trust you to a certain extent, yes, give me your password. Let me see your bank statements.
right,
Where have you been?
right. That AT&T.
Why are you 5 miles over the your mileage for the day? Because I know how long it took you to get from point A to point. I'm just joking. I've never done that.
Okay, sis.
I know some people who have done that, but
I
I've never
do.
done that.
I
I
do.
mean, that's just too obsessive for me. I'm not about to be
It
clocking
is.
your
I
miles.
don't think like that. I don't have
Yeah.
that much capacity in my brain to think about what a man is doing 24/7. I'm sorry,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not wired that way. I'm not your crazy chick. I'm not going to go off the handle. I'm not going to flip
Mm-mm.
chairs and tables.
Mm-mm.
I'm really kind of cool, calm, and collected. But that's just me.
Unless you
That
give me a
doesn't
reason
mean
to be
that it
otherwise.
right. That doesn't mean that it didn't hurt me or something didn't, emotionally trigger, a certain emotion. But
Yeah.
it just means that I'm not gonna give you. I can't give you that. I guess what you're wanting. You're trying
Yeah.
to trigger out of me. But I got a quick question for you.
What you want? What you want to know?
Are you okay with your spouse being friends with the other sex?
No.
It's a
No
hard
new
no.
friends. It's a hard no.
Okay.
No, no, no. Unless I don't know them and unless they were not there before me, no.
So the ones that were there before you, when you got married,
Hmm.
were you okay with him having that private life, like being able to go to happy hour? Oh, I'm just going to happy hour
Okay,
with.
so I'm just going to explain to you and I'm going to explain to y'all like my husband.
Mhm.
If you know him, he is very standoffish. He is very to himself. He has gotten so much better over the years. He is a somewhat of a people person now. Only because we started taking pictures, so he had to like just really get
Develop
into like making himself talk to people. But if he does not mess with anybody, he don't mess with anybody. Now, granted, he has made relationships with women doing photography. Does that bother me? No, because I
Mhm.
know him and I just
Yeah.
know what kind of person he is. So him having relationships with the opposite sex, I'm saying that's a hard no. But as far as like going to happy hour, he ain't doing that shit. Nah, nah. If somebody invite him to happy hour, guess who's coming along? He's gonna tell me, and he's gonna say he's gonna bring me along, and he's not even gonna say this person invited him. He's just gonna be like, "We're gonna take pictures and we're going to happy hour, and come on, let's go."
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it will be a hard no for me as well.
yeah.
Yeah, it would be a hard no. Like, even I guess even me, I wouldn't be able to have male friends that my husband couldn't be around at all times. Yeah, I don't need male friends either, as far as someone that my husband can't be around, I just think that's inappropriate. Like, if which is what were you about to say?
I was about to say if you've had sexual relations with a male friend, I don't think, or a female friend, I don't think your partner should be around that person. I
No,
just think it's disrespectful.
that would be definitely disrespectful. But if I didn't have sexual relationship with this person and we were just friends, there's no way I should still be around him without my husband,
Oh yeah,
he's um unless he's been there and has a relationship with my husband as well. You know what I mean? Like, I
yeah.
still don't see why. But if he's my friend, and I know people like this, they have a guy friend that they're literally just friends. He might
Mm-hmm.
be doing his thing and you're with your person and they're like, hey, let's go get dinner, and
It's just strictly platonic, but it's
yeah,
like,
but how often does that happen, So
yeah. And then it's just not, it's not appropriate, because you
yeah,
have to think about if you want that, and like if you were in the other person's shoes, would you really want that for yourself?
right.
My guess would be no. But let me ask you a question, because we're talking about privacy as well. And we're talking about, privacy from, like, I guess a superficial level, like if you're cheating or put your phone away or stuff like that. But what if your partner or your husband was private with their emotional feelings, and like feelings that they have that they want to express, but they don't want to express to you? Like, how would that make you feel?
Horrible.
Yeah.
It would probably drive me insane. It would probably drive me. And I was just telling you that I'm pretty much a very cool, calm, collected type person. But a man that does not that will not express himself or does not know how to express himself
Mm-hmm.
will drive me crazy, because it's like, well, what are you feeling? Well, what's wrong? Well, what is it?
And then why can't you
Something.
come to me and tell me the things that, I mean, I'm supposed to be the
But
person that you're vulnerable
you
with, right?
definitely have some men that I think that's just them. They
Yeah.
hold on to their emotions. They're too manly to tell you how they truly feel.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they don't think that's not how they grew up. That's not how they being able to express themselves at any point in time. It's
Right.
just how they were taught. So now we're trying to get them to express themselves to us, and they like, look, I told you I loved you when I married you 10 years ago. I pay you
I
big
mean, hello, did you just step into my husband's body?
girl. I
That's
pay
pretty
you
much
bills. You
it.
got house, you got clothes, you good. What else do you
No,
need? And I'm
stupid.
like, I need everything. I need for you to
Yes.
let me know when you're happy. I need for you to let me know
You're
when you're
sad, when
sad.
you're mad, when you're angry,
Yeah,
when you got a hangnail. Like, let
yeah.
me know something.
Let me be in tune with you. I
Yes,
can be in tune
absolutely.
with you. I can't help you grow. I can't soothe you if I don't know what's going on.
If I don't know what's going, I cannot help you get into a better state mentally if you don't tell me what is going on with you
Or I
mentally.
can't help keep you in a great state
Right.
if you don't let me know like any type of emotions. Like
Right.
I don't like for a man to walk around with all these emotions, feeling a certain type of way. Like I wouldn't want a man to feel a certain type of way about me
Right.
and not be able to tell me. And then me being the person that I am, the Gemini that I am, oh my God, I love you so much. Everything about you,
Yeah.
I just want to be with you forever and ever and ever. And then you're like, "Aw, that's so sweet." And I'm like, okay,
Give me more.
give me
Tell me
more. Like,
more.
tell me how you feel. Like, you ain't got to say, "Oh my God, I'm so in love with you too." Like, you're everything to me. You my rib. You don't have
Just
to say all
express
of that.
something. Express
Yeah, just be
something.
like, babe, it's you. It's you. Like you it for me. It's you. I can
Yeah.
understand that. But
Yeah.
giving me nothing, like I wouldn't be able to do that.
So
How
it's
about you?
it's it's a no. It's a total no. Yeah,
Yeah.
I need someone to definitely express that,
Mhm.
because it's I just think it's important, is if you're planning to spend your life with someone, you want to make sure that you check in with one another. You want to make sure that each other's needs are being satisfied, because you're spending the rest of your life. You've chosen to spend the rest of your life with this person. So yes, I'm going to check in. I want to make sure that you're
You're good.
satisfied mentally, you're satisfied physically, you're satisfied emotionally, sexually, just in every aspect. And if you're not, like, it's okay to say, hey, I'm not satisfied in this area, or I feel like you're not doing, or you're not supporting me in a way that I need to be supported. So
Right,
yeah,
right.
if
Which has to be reciprocated.
yeah, definitely. Because I mean, I'm saying this, but I can't be saying it to a wall.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, it it has to be like bounce back. Like, oh, okay,
Right,
I seen it.
right.
Oh, okay, it comes back to me. Yeah, yeah.
So my thing, okay, so another thing,
Hmm.
with the whole privacy versus transparency. If you have a maid and they're private and don't want to include people in the relationship versus a person that don't want anybody to know that they're in a relationship.
Okay, including people as far as like friendships.
No, as far as like maybe on social media they're a couple that shows that they're out on a date but don't show the other person. You know.
Okay, so like if me and Scoop were on a date, but then we're not like, oh no. Okay, so if we're on a date, then he's taking a picture of the food, but not taking a picture of me.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Versus a person that can take a picture of or be around, take a picture, but never acknowledge me as his girlfriend.
Are
Is
you
that
asking like,
private? Is that private? Or is like, could you deal with that? Because to me, one is privacy and one is secrecy. Like you keeping me as a secret is one of them. And
yeah,
you keeping our relationship private is another.
it just depends because even when Scoop and I were dating, like we never really posted one another,
Mhm.
but it was just we knew we were dating. Our
Yeah.
friends knew we dated. It just wasn't on social media. But I get how people would just not post someone like that because maybe it don't work out and I'm trying to be private, or maybe I just want to keep my private life private and don't want to show the person who I'm with. I can get like both
I can
ends
get
of
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can understand it too. I mean, personally, I like social media. A lot of things that I'm trying to deal with, or my career, the way I'm wanting it to go, the path I'm wanting it to take,
Hmm.
definitely calls for me to be on a social platform,
Right.
right? So I guess I utilize my social platform to the max, well, kind of sort of to the max, because I'm not as consistent as I probably should be, but I do
Yeah.
use it. So
Yeah.
I post my family, I post things that I'm doing.
You're working out.
Right.
Hmm.
If my husband never posts me, I think I would feel a certain type of way because I'm like, well, if I'm posting him all the time
Yeah.
and to my friends or my followers, it looks like I have a man.
But is he a
But
social media guy or is he not a social media
yeah,
guy?
but my thing is if they're on social media, I don't give a freak if you post
just
once a year, like
just
make me
post
one
me.
of yeah, make
Yeah.
me one of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's just me. I think you should take into consideration what your partner likes or what your
Hmm.
partner wants. You know what I mean? Like if your
Yeah.
partner wants that type of attention or to be put on that type of pedestal, then I think you should meet them halfway at least. Like I'm not asking for you um what is it something Wednesday, what was it, the
Woman Crush Wednesdays.
yes,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be your woman crush Wednesday every Wednesday, but I mean shit, June, that's my birthday month. Make it
Valentine's Day.
special.
You know I like Valentine's
You
Day.
know I love Valentine's. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do something that makes me like just out the norm, not the happy birthday, happy Mother's Day, happy Valentine's Day to my love. Just out the norm thing because I'm an out the norm person as far as posting. You
Yeah,
know,
so you just want it to be like on a Monday or a Wednesday or a Tuesday or whatever the case is.
just
Like,
because
hey.
like I got this fine ass chick with me forever.
I
Period.
get it.
You know what
I
I'm saying? But I know some people, I have some friends that are in relationships that one I have some friends that have a private relationship. They,
Mm-hmm.
they do their couple things and they're living their couple life, and nobody else is kind of infiltrating that.
Yeah.
Now, not a secret, but they're just not letting people in. Nobody
How does it become like
unnecessary
a
is
secret? How do you kind of differentiate like when it becomes like a secret versus like you just trying to be private?
because my thing is, if you post to any and everybody else, or if you're around any and everybody else, but like, just for instance, just say we go to the club, right?
Mm-hmm.
We with our man. Now we go to the club with our man. Our man is with us all the time.
Right.
Sean would never go sit me down in the section and then poof, be gone. And Scoop would never do the same. Even, I mean, if he was taking pictures,
I was
that's
about to say
something
if he's
different. If
taking
he's
pictures,
working,
yeah. If
that's
he's yeah, but if not,
but
he'll
if he's
just
just out having fun,
yeah,
absolutely not.
yeah,
No, I'm your secret. You sit me in a spot. You make sure you can get it, whatever you need, but I'm
right.
gonna go out here and do
Why you
me.
making your
I don't
waves?
like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like that.
I don't like
Mm-mm.
that. That's not nice.
That's not nice. But it can be played in so many ways. Like, I know I had brought up, it can be played within, like, children aspect,
Yeah,
parents taking sides, or the child taking sides,
keeping
or
secrets and stuff like that.
keeping secrets and not telling the dad. It
But I
really,
mean,
I
sometimes that does happen. Like sometimes you just be like, "Look, I did this. Don't tell your mama. Don't tell your daddy."
yeah, I tried that, and my mama told my daddy.
I think parents always talk amongst each other anyway. They're like,
Yeah,
"Look,
they always know. She told
we
me not
always
to tell
look."
my dad.
He told me don't tell you, but I'm telling you anyway. But don't tell him I told you.
Right. Girl, let me tell you, story time. Story time. So one day, just a random day, my mom came and got me from school,
Mm-hmm.
took me to this empty parking lot and parked the car.
Uh-oh.
She checked me out from school. So it's during school hours.
What did you
She
do?
parked the car and she said, "Are you having sex?" No, 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 mama, no. No. I ain't
Well,
doing
where does
that.
condom come from that I found?
No, So she kept asking. She said, I can find out because your doctor can tell me. Now, I'm too naive to
Yeah,
know
because
that the
they
doctor
really
would
can't. Yeah.
tell them. I said, "Oh, shucks." Everything just hit the fan.
Shuck it,
I
ducky,
gotta
quack,
tell
quack.
chugging it, dugging it, quickity, quack, quack. It just hit the fan. So I had to tell her. And I said, "Mom, please don't tell Daddy. Please don't." So Sean was I was trying to go to church with Sean that following Sunday.
After
She's
y'all done
stumping around the house.
fornicated.
Girl, girl, what? She's stumping around the house. And my dad is like, "Well, why are you being so mean? Why you won't let the girl go?" She just keep on just shutting doors and slamming doors. And then she told him. That was a sad day.
She snitched on you.
Snitched. She did. She snitched.
What your daddy
But
did?
I think at that point, that was when I figured out that Sean was the one that was going to always hold me down.
Yeah.
Like I knew that because my dad was like, he needs to come over here and talk to me. Any
Aw.
16-year-old boy would not have endured that. Like that was some heat.
I'm sure.
You know what I mean? So he came over, he talked to my dad, and he went through all of the turmoil my mom put him through. Like, he
Cause
can
I know she had it out for him. She slamming doors and shit.
girl, she had it out for him. And he endured it, and he is still here to tell the story.
All right, come on now. Got a story to tell.
Got a story to tell. I was just like, that is crazy. But girl, when you just thinking back on the crap that you've done. So yeah, like I've dealt with that, having to tell, a parent something and they not keep it. No. And I don't think I'm that parent that's going to keep it either.
Me either. I mean, well, some things I do keep. Some things I do. I do.
Well,
Some
once they
things are
get
just
like
between me and
girl,
Warren, but some things I'm just like, when I found out he was having sex, I was like, Scooby having sex. And it's just, it's
yeah.
hurtful.
Yeah, I think once the girls get older, certain things that we're going to be able to talk about and that
Yeah.
I'm going to be able to keep, between us. But if I feel that their father needs to know, I'm going to.
Yeah, for sure. Some
So,
things they need to know. Some things it's like, yeah, let's
got
not
to
tell your dad.
be key, man. Like the more people, like you start seeing these people that have like my parents do it. I don't know how I feel about it, but I get whatever works for you. So when
What?
these couples have social media together,
Oh,
so it'd be like Danny and Linda.
Susan. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Smith.
why? But if that works for them, you never know what they had to endure. You never know if it was like a breach in their trust
Uh-huh.
or they just like that. They just do. They're that couple that does everything together.
Mm-hmm.
You have those couples. I couldn't. I don't know. That couldn't be me. But hey,
No. To
I'm
each
here
his
for it.
own.
To each his own.
To
Yes,
each his own.
I'm here for transparency. 2021. I am looking to be more transparent in certain things.
I as well. I have definitely held myself accountable to not holding back, but
Mm-hmm.
still being tactful
Yeah,
in my
because it's
transparency.
hard, Grace. It's
It is
hard.
hard because sometimes I just want to be like, "You stupid motherfucker, don't you understand this?"
Or you feel like you
Not to
don't want
anyone
to
in
hurt their
particular, though.
feelings. You don't want
Yes.
to hurt their feel. You don't want to hurt them. If you tell them
Yes.
the truth or you tell them, you know
Yeah.
what it is that you're trying to kind of put a facade, you
Yeah.
can hurt them, and that's not. If you love them, that's not your intention to
Yeah.
hurt. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
very difficult to choose transparency sometimes over privacy or secrecy.
Yeah.
But it's always going to be better in the long run, even if it hurt right then.
Yeah.
Like in the long run, it's always going to be better.
Yeah. I always told my husband that I used to not tell him how I felt in the moment sometimes because I know I could be a little harsh and abrasive. But
Mhm.
he's like, I'd rather you tell me that in the moment. I don't care how you say it because we'll just get over it
Yeah,
and we'll deal with it. But I know if I keep things in, then I'm going to harbor something against you. You don't even know that I'm harboring against you. And I'm over here looking at you like, stupid.
stupid.
And you don't even know why. You're like, hey, baby, what's up, honey?
Right, call you all type of cuss words and MFs in my head.
Right. So I've learned to with him because I think it's with some people, especially when you have a close relationship with some people, especially like your spouse and your children, you kind of want to spare like their feelings and just like have a little bit more tact with them and not just be like so aggressive towards them. But I think I've learned how to just say how I feel, and then let it be.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
That's
transparency.
transparency. I like that was a good topic. That
It
was a good
was.
topic.
It
Yeah. What you
was.
got next, girl?
Okay. Are we gonna do girlfriend talk?
Yes. One of our
Okay.
faves.
Yes. So we're gonna do season 4, episode 9. Joan. Good old Joan. Joan. Okay,
No.
so she's dating Brock, the agent, right? Because she broke up with Ellis.
Yeah.
So Joan makes the assumption that Brock is going to propose to her because he's like, let's go to Vegas. So, Joan being Joan, she's calling around. I guess she found out that they had the honeymoon suite and she assumed that Brock was going to propose to her, which she has a habit of doing.
Mm-hmm.
But he was just like, you know what? Okay, well, why not? I'm gonna propose to you.
Mhm.
That's a red flag number one right there, right?
You really didn't want to do
Like
it.
a little passive aggressive. "Oh, okay, let's go ahead and get married."
Mm-hmm.
So they got engaged, whatever. So Brock told, well, Joan was talking about like the future and what they had, what what she was planning and kids and whatever. So Brock was like, "I don't want to have kids." Skirt, skirt. Joan is like, "I want to have kids.
Right.
She's
That's
always
what these
dreamed of
kids
having
are
a
here
family."
for.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So she kind of was like passive about it, right?
Uh-huh.
And we just talked about transparency.
Yep.
So she did not make it clear to him right then and there that kids are that's a hard yes for me. Like
Yeah.
not having kids, that's not in my future. Like I want to have kids. And she
Mhm.
was just like, "Oh, look at me. I'm just being, I'm getting ahead of myself." But do we have like a tendency to do that as women? Like to just be like a little passive about our hard nose
Mhm.
when it comes to men who kind of fit our ideal
Mhm.
man.
Mhm.
So, do I have to feel like I need to not have kids because you are like my secret enchanted love?
Child, no. And that's one thing that I hate about Joan. Joan is so
Yes.
desperate for any type of love.
Yes.
The one love that everyone longs for in their one life. She's just desperate for any type of love. And
Yes.
it's going to turn out to not even be
Organic.
right. It's not. And it's
It's
not going
not.
to be long term. So,
Yeah.
you know, your I know we've said this before, your hard nose got to be hard. Like your nose got to be hard. Your yes has got to be, you know,
Hard. Even
hard.
harder.
Yeah, whatever you want in life, you have to like speak up
Yeah.
because men will they will run over your ass if you let them.
And he was like, "You know what? Because when she finally told him that it was something that was important to her, or they couldn't be together, and he was just like, well, okay, well, whatever, we'll travel the world, we'll do this, we'll do that, and then when you get 35, 34, 35, then you can have your baby."
You're
No, your baby. And she was like, mm. And she was like, "Your baby?" He was like, "Yes, your baby, our baby, whatever." But at least she was smart enough to know to let him go.
yes. It took a while.
It took a while, but they didn't even court for a long time.
But that is something that I do like about Joan. She may like be so desperate, but when it comes to her hard nose, she
She
sticks
sticks
with
to
it.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she'll
does
stick to
stick with
them.
it. But
Yeah.
I just hate that she allowed the thought of not having children, which is something that she's always said that she's wanted.
Yeah.
And she allowed him to, kind of change that in a sense,
Hmm.
or the thought was there to
Yeah.
change that. I
Yeah.
yeah, it happens. It
It
happens.
happens. Like
Everybody
I just I think I've been there, done that,
been
but
there, done that. Got a
I
t-shirt,
got a t-shirt for it.
and it ain't been that far removed for me. Shit, I don't know about y'all. We do that for men all the time. It's I don't know why it's this, this stigma of you have to keep a man, or if you don't keep a man, something wrong with you.
No.
Like the right man is going to be the right man. You're not
Yeah.
going to have to change who you are. You're not going to have to be somebody different just for
Right.
him. You know,
Right. And honestly, that's why I appreciate mine because like I've been the same person that I've been since I met him. Of course, I made changes as I've grown, but like I don't think he expects anything else of me but for me to be myself.
right?
Yeah,
And that's important.
it is important.
It is. I
All
like
y'all
that.
need to get a little bit of that.
And yeah, I like that episode.
Yeah.
I
There was
wanting
another
to
side
be
to it, but we're gonna say that for another day. There was a scenario too with Maya and old
girl.
Melly Mel.
Hold on, what did he say? What did
He said, "Oh, Melly Mel want a career woman."
girl, when they was at that lunch, he said secretary.
You're a secretary. She was like, "I'm an
I'm
executive
executive
assistant."
He said secretary. Now that was funny. That was funny. Yeah,
Yes.
we'll leave that for another day.
Yeah, we're gonna hit that scenario another day.
Yeah.
But that was good. That was good.
It's always a joy.
Always a joy. I can't wait to see you in person. We're gonna get with each other next week so we can do our little
dance.
Our little yes. You look cute, girl. You look cute though.
Thank you. You look cute. I love your hair.
You know what I'm saying? That girl hair.
You know, you've been telling me about your special conditioner. I'm ready to,
look. I'm gonna have to give you a little something when you come here.
I'm ready.
I need to get these nails off, child. I've been trying to get my nails done for the past week. I still ain't got them off.
Like the third person I've talked to that said they have on press-on nails and they won't come off.
No, this not even press-on. These are like I got these done, and they're just I need to go get them off, and I have not had time.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, I mean, I'm gonna get them off, whatever. But whatever.
You got acetone?
Yeah, but I don't want to do all that.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna get these off. I'm gonna get a little regular manicure so I can have my nails breathe.
You like gel?
I do, but I want to get a regular manicure because this is already gel. So I know it's just gonna mess up my nails.
It's very harsh on my real nails.
Yeah, so that's why I'm just gonna get a regular manicure when I get this off. But whatever, girl. Well, I enjoyed you. I miss you.
I miss you too. But we're gonna get together and we're gonna be back face to face very soon. But for you guys, we need you guys to like, share, comment. We are on all platforms.
Yes. We're on IG. We're on IG, Two Dope Girls Pod. We're on Twitter, Two Dope Girls Pod. We're on Facebook, Two Dope Girls Pod.
Yes, YouTube,
like, subscribe, share, comment, do all that. Like, interact with us. We see y'all. Hey.
I know.
Tell them where they can find us.
Also, individually on IG, I am Naturally Pretty. You are.
I am Grace Face with 2 underscores. And if you guys have any comments, if you guys have any questions for us, hit us up at Ask 2 Dope Girls. That's ASK, the number 2 dopegirls@gmail.com.
Yes.
All right. Until next time, you guys.
2 Dope Girls out.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Dope girl, dope the dope girls. Dope girls, dope the dope girls. Dope the dope girl. Dope the dope girl.